Aren't they amazing? Didn't that just make No, it's so nice. It's always so nice. Okay. I know who you are. This is Peter Dizozza.
Yeah.
He's wonderful. I can't find your blurb currently, but he's a composer and a writer and a musician, and he played the accompaniment with a band for the street theater all summer, so he's clearly out of his mind as well. And he, oh my word, he wrote the music. Yeah. There you go.
I tried again. I tried to do the first song myself like a solo. Okay.
I read your blurb, so despite the fact that I can't find it, I know you started a music.
Oh yeah, we got a song salon. We're doing this Lambs Club thing. In fact, some of the lambs might be here. We're going to be doing, how are we doing it? Very audible. We don't need any mics, right? Yeah. It's Memorial Day. It's a time of reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the song salon is there. We're going to do maybe more of our tunnel musical.
Yes.
Pleasure working with Danielle and Terry Lee King directing.
It was wonderful.
So, but we're going to go into a reflective mood here. You know, there are like 7-8 billion people in the world, and there are 300 million in the United States. Think how lucky we are that we've even gotten here. So, oh, are we, anything? Should I use anything?
Yeah, I think we're trying.
Mine is still out. Oh. But this feels hot. I could give him this.
Yeah. We're great now.
What do you mean? We're using a...
What is right? That's why we're
Don't we have any more wiring? That's the goal for you. All right.
Peter, try your mic now.
Gypsies from Egypt to Rome, trapped in a state of Bohemia. Bohemian girl, bring your sunshine to me, to my home in Beirut by the sea. My dad and your dad made wars long ago, back when we both were in nurseries. Fantastical dreamer, take back what you gave. You will never take me for your slave. Oh, living in freedom again. Freely my mind gets to wandering, free to roll over the gaps in the water, free to dig holes in the sand. Oh, living in freedom again. Freely my four limbs are pedaling over the craters along the equator, up to an Arctic nightland. Gypsies from Egypt roam from Egypt to Rome, trapped in a state of Bohemia. Bohemian girl, bring your sunshine to me, to my home segments. So one of the members of the Lambs is Jason Trachtenberg. We're very excited to have the Trachtenberg family player, songwriter, really the man behind all that music. And behind the scenes with a musical about Dostoevsky. One of the bits of history about him is that he has a second life, and Jason found the writings of his second wife. His stenographer becomes his wife, and really changes his life for the great writing of the later part of his career, such that he nicely bookmarked it with the unveiling of the Pushkin statue. The world of Pushkin gave us so many great stories. The operas of Tchaikovsky, and I think even Mozart and Salieri, if you want to go back to the Amadeus inspiration. But anyway, so Pushkin's statue needs a speech, and Dostoevsky is the one to give it. And of course, Pushkin's statue comes to life. You want to see this musical. It's called The Statue. Anna and
Love Theodore.
Love Theodore.
Love Theodore.
And some of the statue narrations are what we're going to hear now, which I have the opportunity to set to music. So we're going to be learning a lot of history. I think this, take notes. For those who follow in my steps, a treacherous road you will expect, with poverty, war, humiliation, government upheavals, revolutions, exile, censorship, surveillance, suppressions, hard labor, servitude, executions. But this is not a sour note. For what we write, a writer wrote, to lift the spirit of the land, to help us to better understand that we need not ask for permission to realize our own condition. If life is a risk, I must insist, take it. If life is a gamble, here's the preamble, forsake it. At God's own expense, you can gamble the rent, and for argument's sake, what you get, heaven sent. For their winningest numbers can often be seen if the luck of the draw is an end to a main. The Russian literary state of 1828 reflected in my work to thee a universal sympathy. The politics within the state, reforms of Peter, so-called great. What did reforming mean to us? A European influenza, happiness I cannot find. Thus, if I die before my time, then let be known I played the fool to acquiesce to those who rule. The Petroshevsky circle, you may ask, in Russia's not-so-distant past, was a gathering reserved for some. Writers, teachers were among this gathering that's taking place. Philosophy will fill the space, comparing notes with what's been said by Shevchenko, Shchedrin, and Pleshayev. Russian poets, you will find that they were all devoted friends of mine. The literature, yes, it was banned, forbidden books across the land. So from the start this group was cursed, and thanks to Nicholas I, the emperor he lacked in depth and missing spiritual breath would make this writer's circle stop, arresting all its members, notwithstanding what was said again. The sword is mightier than the pen. our lullaby song, because at times, you're falling asleep, you touch sleep, and then you just as quickly wake up. So it's kind of a lullaby, and I try to remember that when we play it. I touch sleep, sleep and let me wake again. I touch sleep while intent on meditation. Into my mantra, thoughts of you intrude. Great ball of sleep, I touch the ball of sleep. Great thoughts of you, I touch the all of them. I touch sleep and a jolt awakes me there. I touch sleep, rigor mortis in my muscles, into a basket wherein curls a snake. Great ball of sleep, become eternal sleep. Great thoughts of you, become an avalanche, vaulting into micro worlds built on thoughts of you. Woven in the glass, shattered on the floor. I touch sleep, though I go, I hold a thread or lose it. Witness while I leave my presence. Someday I vanish as the thread unwinds. I'm so relaxed, I feel my muscles melt, and then I wake and feel an avalanche into the world. I feel an avalanche, I touch the ball, and then my muscles cramp, vaulting into micro worlds. That's my set for tonight. Thank you, everybody.